I thought this was my hood.
What hood? Like you own Baltimore City?
Darkness.
I forgot to do this shit at home.
No, you're good,
you
man.
good,
No,
man?
good,
Chilling?
man. Chilling. Oh my lord. I'm so happy. So what are you putting on right now?
Oh, lacquer.
No, bro. This is so fucking crazy.
Dude, I brought a screw gun and nails.
Want to take this bad boy upstairs?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right. Okay. First shot. Like good? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, what is it called? Kill Your Ego, America. This side. That side. Holy shit, son. Holy shit, son.
That does look cool.
Holy shit, son. Are you kidding me? I think that's great, honestly. Sit down right now, bro. Sit down. Oh, wow. Oh, man. This is sick. This is sick. It's not, the light isn't lighting though. Hold on. Let me just turn the light on. Because,
Nah, that does look nuts.
dog.
That does look crazy.
Dog. Are you crazy?
That does look nuts.
Bro.
That's insane. The brick is a fucking elite. I'm telling you.
Dog.
The brick makes it
That's
look
why I
elite.
couldn't. I renewed the lease because I was like, I can't do. I have to stay here.
No, yeah, that's sweet.
I have to
This
stay
is
here.
sick.
This is the front of the microphone, by the way. This one,
Oh,
this
okay,
part right
word,
here.
Word. First time ever doing the podcast.
Really, first ever,
Swear
right?
to God. Swear to God.
Yo, I just want to like admire it for like 2 seconds, cause this shit looks great.
You know what's nuts, bro? I found those skateboards. Leave it in like at midnight in Chinatown in downtown in New York.
Oh, that's awesome.
I play soccer on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
On down in Chinatown, right under the Manhattan Bridge.
Yeah.
I'm walking back to the fucking 6th train, and dude, I just see like a stack of 30, like just laying on the floor.
And you were just like, I need it.
Dude, there was no one on the street. It was empty. I'm like, I walked past them. I'm like, there's no shop. People are just throwing away fucking skateboards right now, dude. And I had just got done making my first 3 boards I ever did. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm
taking them.
Bro, I snagged these 4 and another 2. And me and my homie did a collab piece on the other 2. And then I
man.
made these. I made this with these. I went back like 2 days later. I'm like, please God, be there. I'm like, please be there. I went, they were gone.
They were gone.
Gone. Dude, if I was able to take all of them, like if I drove downtown, and I would have taken all
Every
of them.
single one of them.
Bro, I wasn't gonna carry 30 boards on the fucking
Facts.
6th train all the way back up.
Dog, I
down-
would have grabbed
uptown.
them, put them in an Uber, bro. I would have taken. I would have called the
should've,
Uber, bro.
honestly, I really
would have been like,
should've.
you know what? I'm gonna take all of these, but
It would have been.
yo, I'm thankful you found these.
Yeah, dude.
Cause what?
And I kept some of the OG, like this labor that was part of like the deck itself.
Okay, that was
Like
already
that was
on the
already
deck.
on the deck.
Yeah, but it seems so fitting.
Yeah.
Golden age of America.
This like yellow part right here and shit. Like this was all like original part of the deck. I wanted to keep some aspects
Crazy.
of
And
it.
then the newspapers themselves, you
Yeah,
really
that's-
like put them up.
Yeah,
You
I
really
just-
put up recent events. There's some recent events up here. There's little. Oh wow.
That's what I did with the original one I did of this, like this concept of the, like a collage American flag type shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I
Fucking.
might need like a little spray paint because that keeps throwing me off. I'm like, fuck. But dog,
Yeah, no.
he signed it on the back and everything, and this is a phenomenal piece. This is Janbi. he just reached out and was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna do a piece for KYE," and I was like, "Okay." And he was joking. You said you were joking, right?
Yeah, honestly, I forgot what you posted. You said something like
I don't know what I said.
you posted something on your story about like like
if anyone wants to help,
or yeah, like collaborate on some shit, and I'm just like, I was just like, yo, on some funny shit. I was like, yo, let me make something for your backdrop. And when you were like, yeah, I'm like, fuck it. I was like,
let's do it.
Yeah, I had already found the board, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, it'll be dope. It's a brick backdrop and fucking it would, like I thought it fit the scene, like the
It fits so
the
perfect.
style
It like
quite well.
literally fits so perfectly. It's so clean too. Like
Thanks,
it's
dude.
just simply what it is.
Thank you.
You know,
man.
and I'm thankful. I'm thankful you had this theme of the United States
Yeah.
in it because I'm like, I'm not nothing but like for the stickers I want to do like this. I want to do the United States flag, and then I want to put the actual logo in the blue square.
Okay.
And then maybe flip it upside down, but I honestly want to keep it straight up and then just have the regular.
Tough.
Because like
Tough.
I'm a fucking American, dog.
No, yeah.
And I'm not gonna
agree.
I'm not gonna have that conversation because
Yeah.
you've heard me say that before, but this is my country.
No, 100%.
I love my country. Man.
Me too, man. I'm a first generation American. Like as much as I have disdain for it or like the system, whatever.
And the
fuck,
moments and how it's fucked
of
up
course,
it is.
Yeah, like I think it's only right that you do have disdain for it because at that point it's like then what do you really fucking care about at the end of the day? Like we all have our lineage like that goes to like foreign countries and whatnot. So like you know what I mean? Like I wasn't born there. Like my parents are born in the Middle East. I wasn't born there. You know what I mean? Like
You're
was born
blessed enough to be born.
I was like
here.
I was born here. So like it would only if I'm chasing this creative shit, political shit, it only makes sense that you I guess make commentary about the life that you're experiencing. We're all experiencing at the same time.
Yeah, man.
The same shit that's happening worldwide, we're all
Everyone's experiencing it at the same exact time.
You know what I mean? So like it's only right that if you really want to say something about society and whatnot, that you do it. Because you're not thinking that for no reason either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think God's giving you those frame of thoughts for no reason.
Yeah.
It may be the weed, it may be whatever.
He might be faded a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? I think it's there regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way I guess like I try to gaslight myself into keep doing shit like this. 'Cause, dude, I'm telling you, sometimes I'm just like
What am I doing?
Type shit.
But I think this form is so valuable because like there's so much saturation within the world, and this is like purely purely your art, purely your idea. And you know, I think in the art form, I believe that the more raw it is, that's why people are so attracted to certain types of artists and certain types of comedians and certain types of actors and stuff like that, because they're like Johnny Depp is a perfect example. Like just completely just a raw person to like the bone and stuff like that. And you know, I don't know nobody making shit like this, bro. Like you're really making like visual pizzas. Most people are like, oh, I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna do some art. That's great and all. This is like a whole different category.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For like, I get a lot of like, I've been doing shows like the last 3-4 years, and like every time I meet new people, like my most recent one in New York, like people ask me, they're like, oh, like how is it like thinking or making this type of work all the time? For me, like I found disdain, like hate from when I was in school.
Yeah.
So like I was like colleagues, whatever the fuck you want, classmates with people that were really good, like can paint fucking portraits and landscapes perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
the talent and the skill level is insane, but there was no like conceptual like
idea
beyond
the landscape.
Yeah, it's like, okay, cool, you can paint New York City, but it's like, can you paint New York City like burning in the 1970s when it was roaring blackouts, and you know what I mean? Like if there's some, like, for me, I guess that's what I look at when I go to galleries and museums. It's like the penmanship is sick. You know what I mean? I love it. I think humanity's loved it for the last 300 years.
But that's just scratching the surface.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Anyone who could practice and be at something is going to get good at it eventually. You know what I mean? But if you are pushing like a certain type of theme or a concept, I think it's only right that you do it justice by really diving into it and learning about it. You know what I mean? Like I faced that like complexity about the political stuff in college. It's like, am I really gonna like go full force with this and like piss a lot of people off, which I did, or am I gonna just find this like that niche or that pocket of creativity that's gonna
That silver lining.
yeah, where like I'm gonna make ends meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like I'll get a design job somewhere.
Of course.
And, like I'm gonna make whatever the fuck I make.
I think it's super, like, I think, you know, of course the money aspect is always like a good thing. It's always a positive thing.
And anything, and especially in the creative sense, in any type of
And
creative.
anything. If you put, like, I don't know, someone great said that if you could put money into your gas tank with the money that you made from that you've already won, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I believe that this is so, within itself, it's so niche, and it's so like, it's very much you know. I don't have any other guidelines. Like, not that I haven't been to a museum. I should probably go to a museum, but you know,
Go to the Whitney.
Go to the Whitney.
I'm gonna go to the Whitney. If you want like good contemporary art, like American contemporary art, the Whitney. In my opinion, is my favorite.
And you know, when you bring it to life, like this is so real. It's so physical. Like it's like right here. You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know, in a sense, I'm super thankful. I always get a phone call every time I do this. I always get a phone call. You know, in a sense, I'm like very thankful that you made something that is so reflective of this as well.
No, my pleasure, man. I fuck with your podcast heavily. You know what I mean? Like the name of it's sick too. I fucking love it. I love the kill your ego whole like. I don't know. For me, it was like when I was making this, I was on some shit where like I feel like the whole country is on some ego trip, whether it's the political, the cultural,
every
economical,
aspect.
Whatever the fuck it may be. So it's like, you know what? It's like, fuck all of you. You know what I mean? Like, just take a step back and look at humanity. You know what I mean? Like to remove yourself from everything for a second and just look at what is
let's be one. Let's think about each other, and then let's think about like ourselves, like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really big on the look within. When it comes to this, because it's just that's what really matters. Like no matter how awkward or silly or funny certain moments are gonna be on this, at the end of the day, I think it really just gives people an opportunity to come forth. Like, all right, let's listen to this fucker talk for a second. No matter where you're from, what you look like, your color, your race, your ethnicity, your nationality, your gender, your all of the like those things. I put everything aside for this because I have so much love for people, and I know that shit is not as appreciated.
No, it's not
now as much
100%.
Nowadays, because everyone's like, especially where we live here, everyone's just
high
like
pace, dude.
you know the word I learned recently is sonder. Where it's like everyone's living a life. You know what
everyone's
I'm saying?
Got a story.
I was on the train one day and I was a little fried, and I was just like, I was sitting there and I was just like, and I was thinking about my problems and overanalyzing my problems like we all do at one point or another. But I look around the train, I'm like, you know what? I would never want to be someone else, though. I would love my problems, but we're all going through it at the same time. Just like you said, like there's plenty of shit happening in the world. We're all experiencing it for the first time, 100%. And we only get one time at this shit. So like, might as well try to get. And I've learned a lot, man. Like it's really, I'm learning more about myself, and I learned more about people and how to treat people and how to communicate. It's definitely made me a better communicator. But it really means something. And I'm happy that people are like, all right, you know what, this means something. This is a little bit more meaningful.
I'm glad, honestly, like I said, I'm glad I was able to contribute to it, honestly. I made it specifically for this, and I felt like it was quite fitting on this.
This is one of the best contributions thus far.
Thanks, dude. And
I'm excited to see where it goes, because like this is gonna stick. This is staying on this wall.
Like I said, I dead ass thought you had a studio. So when you said Jersey City, I'm expecting to rock up to some fucking factory where you're like, on some shit. I dead ass thought that. So, but no, it's dope that fucking
dog my crib. But that's what makes it so. I said it before, but this what makes it so homey, so cozy. Like it's really my house. This is
tight,
me
dude.
Through and through. Like
this
even
is dope.
the fucking Milo sleep. here, but it's like really, it's really where I've been able to develop and really been able to grow and to have something here. Like I said before, like that's why I renewed the lease.
Hell yeah.
I just like
Hell
I
yeah.
needed to continue here because it just
No, it's a
it
dope
just
spot.
felt right. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dope spot too. Jersey City's tough.
Yeah, this area is cool.
Yeah.
I love Journal Square. It's
Yeah.
it's nice that it has its moments. Of course, you know, a lot of different folks coming in and out and through. There's everyone and their grandmother. There's all different types of people.
Yeah.
But I
100%.
just, you know, beyond that, I've really, it's so close to the city. It's just made me a lot more available to things.
Yeah.
You know, of course, living in Wayne was
Oh, dude, don't even get me started.
everything.
man. Yo, and I go to New York on like an unhealthy amount of times,
regular
bro.
basis.
Dude, driving back and forth.
197 train, or do you? I mean, bus.
Nah, I mean, I've taken the bus a couple of times, but I just prefer to know
You just
like
drive it.
when I can go in and leave whenever I want. Like if I'm gonna stay till 4 a.m., I could
I
stay,
stay till 4
and then
a.m.
I could leave.
You got that's what you know. What you got to do. You got to park around here because the path is right there.
Yeah.
And that
I used to do Sea Caucus, but it's like fucking $40 to
Dog,
park
yeah,
there,
nah,
dog.
You
It's
go.
a
You literally park over here. You
Yeah.
You find a parking spot out here, and you go and take the train. The train takes you. It runs all night.
Yeah.
And I don't even pay for that shit, bro. I just hit the.
Oh yeah, dude. Man, yesterday I was going to soccer last night and I was running late. I usually park my whip by the Guggenheim and I take the 6 train downtown.
Yeah.
And I hopped the turnstile and I'm waiting there. It's like a minute left until the subway's coming.
Yeah.
And some guy comes up to me. He's like, "You really be doing that?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro."
Yeah, I'm not
He's
gonna
like,
pay
I'm
this
not gonna
shit.
pay
I'm not-
$2.90 to fucking get on the same train, dude. It's like the fuck.
It's dumb. I think
Yeah.
it's dumb. I think transportation should be like.
Yeah, it should be free, bro.
You should be able to go where you
They're
want.
already making mad money off that fucking congestion toll.
Dog, ridiculous amounts of money.
It ruined my entire like love for driving into New York,
Into the
bro.
city.
It fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
It ruined it.
No, I completely understand. You know, the craziest thing about I could say the George Washington Bridge is like, when it was made, they were like, "Oh, we gotta pay for this bridge.
Yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
find a way to pay for this bridge." Okay, bet. So we're gonna tax the drivers when they came in. Let's find out. Let's just do a quick Google on how much tolls were when the.
It was probably like
How?
fucking 20 cents, dude.
Okay, wait. Let's first ask, when did the GW Bridge built? Okay, October 1927.
That's nuts.
It's
It's about to be
crazy.
100 years.
It's about to be 100 years
That's
old.
crazy.
1927 tolls into New York City.
20 cents. 50 cents.
Dog.
50 cents. Put it this way, yo. My dad and his brother, my uncles, all like moved back to the state, like Jersey in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Like they were all in their mid 20s, like having mad fun going to like clubs in the city. I was like, yo, how much was the toll back then? They were like, it was like maybe $2, $3, $5 maybe. And they were like, they would bug out when they would get to $5. I'm like, dog, it's like, it's fucking 1738. It's across the fucking bridge right now. It's like, you're complaining about $5? It's like,
Dog,
yo, dude's nuts, bro.
1990 Port Authority Bridges and Tunnels was $3.
Bro, I wish. I'd live in my car if
Dog,
it was $3.
I'd live, bro. Like, you give me those vibes.
I've slept in my whip.
You
in New
slept
York.
in your
It's
V.
shut in the time. I'd be just way too fucked up to
believe
come
you.
home.
New York, oh, bro, the congestion pricing is so fucking
Yo,
crazy.
the shitty part is like, yo, it'll depend on the time. It'll be either $4 or 15.
Or yeah,
It's nuts.
small trucks 14, large trucks 21, overnight $3. Yeah,
Just
that shit,
raping
you're just
you.
rape.
You just getting raped.
Just rape. It's
Rape.
literally just rape. And you own a car in the United States and you're driving around, you're getting raped.
On top of that, you're getting watered down gas.
And on
It's
top of
like,
that, you're
dude,
getting watered down gas and your income is taxed as well. Like, we seceded from the British people,
Just to
the
get
British
fucked even
Empire,
more,
to
bro.
get fucked by our own people, bro. What does that have to say about people in power? You know, like, I don't know. I think it's hilarious, but like, it super is trash. Like, that's one of the main reasons I live over here, because if you live like somewhere like Wayne,
Yeah.
you're already spending money
yeah,
on the
dude.
apartment, on the.
On
Of course, you need
bread.
the car. You need to fix the car. You need to upkeep the car.
Yeah,
you need
and
to pay for the gas.
get
You got to
to
pay
and
for the
from-
insurance.
yeah.
You got to pay for if you get into a fucking car accident and hit a squirrel or hit a
Fuck
fucking
that,
mailbox.
dude.
You know, it's rough, and I had to learn the hard way because I was in a lot decided that after I had my Nissan Altima, I'm not gonna picture it because fuck that. I miss that car so much. But I had a car and I kept fucking up, bro. And I was just like, I'm gonna move somewhere. Like, and my mom was like, "Oh, you're moving to the hood. Why do you want to move to Jersey City? You want to move to the hood?" She said it, and I was like, "Are you like? You sound so." And then she saw the apartment, and she was like, yeah, this is amazing." But I moved over here because like I really don't need a car. I walk this way. I walk to the path. The path is across that street.
You don't need.
And I take the train into the city to go to work, and then on the other days I take the train also to go to my job just downtown, one stop.
Yeah.
So
it's light.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saving.
When you live in this close proximity, everything, like you said, everything just becomes easier, more accessible. I don't
have to think about a fucking toll,
dude.
You know,
I wish.
And it's hard. It's hard.
I wish,
upkeeping all these things because it's just. You know, but I still, for all the whatever, all the bullshit of taxes and stuff like that, I still love it.
No, yeah, hell yeah, 100%.
But that's a nice car. That's a nice view you got out there, man.
Dude, I used to have a Jeep Wrangler, but I drove that shit to the ground, and my dad sold it while I was away last year.
Ah, man.
And I was just like, you know what, fuck it.
Where'd you go?
I was in overseas for like 6 months. I had an internship with the art gallery.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, it was dope. I was in Dubai for the first 3 months because the gallery is originally based in Moscow, so they're gonna like planning on opening a new space down in the Middle East. So I was there in the beginning. I was playing some like soccer while I was there too, and then all that shit kind of fell through, and then they sent me back up for the last 3 months.
And you said Moscow.
Yeah.
You're Russian.
No, I'm Circassian.
Circassian.
Yeah, I'm sure you've met a bunch of them.
Define all of that, because they don't know what that is, nor do I, brother.
Okay, so Circassian, we used to be our own country.
Like surrogates. Surrogate Russians. Let me let you explain.
But so we used to be our own country in like the late 1800s or late 1700s into the 1800s. The Russian Empire, the Tsar, whatever the fuck you want to call them, led 100-year war and a genocide against our people.
Okay.
And pretty much we fought them off with like fucking arrows and swords until they rolled up with fucking tanks. So they ended up like taking us all out of our land. They shipped us down, like the diaspora led to like Turkey, the Middle East.
Yeah.
Like my dad was born in Jordan and my mom was born in Syria.
Okay.
All my uncles and like aunts and stuff were all born in like the Middle East.
Okay.
But like my great grandparents and all them, they came from Circassia.
Yeah.
So I guess to give like a geographical context, do you know where the Sochi the Winter Olympics were? Or like do you remember the 2014 Winter Olympics? Sochi, the city it was in, is part of Circassia.
Okay.
Yeah. So
is the Circassian Olympics.
Type shit.
Okay, cool. Sick. That's fucking awesome, actually.
But fucking, so that ended up, that was like, I guess, the historical lore of it now. And then recently the Russian whatever government empire, whatever you want to call them, recently gave us like our republic. Like we're now the Republic of Kabardino-Balkaria. Like we have like our
just
own, letting
them rock.
Yeah, like we have our own like name now. We're recognized as our own public and all republic and shit like that. Yeah. So there's like a lot of turmoil about like being ultra nationalist or not, and but for me it's like I was born here as a Circassian and Arab to an extent, like just by proxy, I guess. But it's more like, why am I going to be an ultra nationalist for a country that's been dead for that long? You know what I mean? And it's like, you go over there, a lot of the people you speak there wouldn't want to get their country back. Yeah. You get that feeling. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, it's the like Circassians that live here that are a bit more like, I guess, OD about it. But
they have a lot of pride within being Circassian.
Kind of, yeah. But like I could see the like appeal and like the longing for that. But it's like, you don't live there. You're not in that immediate environment. You know, you're not being oppressed by them either. Yeah. You're being oppressed here. Yeah. So it's like, it's more of like just fucking wake up and look where you're at right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I guess that's like kind of like where my head is at with all that stuff, because I pride myself heavily on being Circassian, and I do like follow its like rules and all that, and like I try to.
There's a different guideline from the Russians and the Circassians.
Exactly.
Okay.
So like I try to mirror my life as closely as I can to that. So like when I see it getting tarnished on both sides, whether it's in the Middle East or here or even in Russia itself, it's just like annoying to see. You know what I mean?
Why is it happening?
Yeah, it's like we're at this point, like we're on a timeline where it's gonna eventually die out. Our language is gonna die out. Our people are gonna.
I mean, that's everything.
Yeah,
eventually
that's
as well.
and it's happening to Japan. You know what I mean?
It's happening to
Like,
Ireland as well.
It's so like more now than ever with media and social media and photography or whatever art. It should be a way of documenting like the last remnants of like indigenous people from all over the world. You know what I mean? I think it should be a collective thing all over the world. To
Just like lineage, just like your grandparents,
man, because
and stuff like
that shit's gonna be lost in 100 years, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? These kids now are brain rot,
I think
dog. Fucking dude, I'm telling you, bro. I coach soccer. Like that's my full-time job, and like some of the kids I coach, I'm like, this is fucked. I'm like, the youth is fucking doomed, dog. But I don't know, like it's. Yeah,
That's noble as fuck, dog. That's honestly,
Yeah.
you're a stronger man than I am to coach some fucking kids. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude, it's paying the bills, so I can't fucking complain right now.
You said you went to Moscow.
Yeah, that was fun.
The only thing that was ringing in my head while you said that was like, yo, next year, let's go to Russia.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you from now.
I'm that guy.
I'm gonna tell you from now. If they ever do open like the sanctions are lifted and there's no more war, which I doubt it'll ever happen. But if you ever get the opportunity to go and you can get a visa and go, dude, Moscow is a fucking great city.
Top tier city.
You get that big city feeling. You're in a fucking like a metropolis.
Yeah.
But it's just like not grunge, but it's like a gothic type
It's
of.
a gothic
dude,
type of
like the
city.
old architecture, the fucking.
That's been there for
dude.
ever.
And on top of it is like, yo, they're building like.
more.
Yeah, like they're building new like shit you would see in Hudson Yards. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Or like in Times Square, but they're keeping all the old school shit in there, dude. It's top tier.
They don't destroy it.
I'm planning on going back soon, but it's a fun.
2026.
City.
I'm with it.
It's a fun.
I mean, I'm going to Paris. I've never been to Europe, so I'm going to Paris for my birthday.
It's a fun city.
And then I'm gonna go to probably Japan again. Hi, puppy. Well, hi, you enjoy your nap? So and I'm trying to like put together more places that I've never seen before. So.
Dude, if you can get a visa, 100% go.
I'll give it a shot.
100%.
Are you allergic?
No,
Okay,
I have a cat at home.
chilling, lovely. Yeah, that's my son. Milo. But yeah, dog. I'm that gothic feeling.
It's a vibe.
It's
too.
dark, but it's also like
Yeah,
all right. And
it's a
people
vibe.
drink, right?
I couldn't partake all the time just
They
because.
keep up.
Dude, they are fucking insane.
So
with
that
it, bro.
stereotype is like
It's real.
Dog,
It's
they
real.
drink like
yeah,
it.
it's real.
Okay.
Very real. I mean, they've cracked down on like the public drinking and shit, like where they don't let people just like.
drinking outside.
Yeah, it used to be bad. Like when my uncles moved there, and then in like the early 2000s,
Yeah.
they were like, dude, it was just like 24/7
Drinking.
Just people are not even just drinking. Bums are just fucking hammered on the street, dude. He's like, it was the Wild West in like the early 2000s.
That's awesome.
But then like it started clean, like during the World Cup, like in
They were like,
preparation.
"All right,
yeah,
we gotta
they
move you out of here.
fucking-
We gotta get you out of here.
They locked everything down. They redid like their fucking metro system, bus system.
They made it look
like,
nice. I
Dude.
saw that video of
Yo,
Tucker Carlson going
bro,
over there.
It makes fucking the MTA look like fucking
Fucking
a third world
dog
country,
shit.
dude. A third world country.
real.
Yo, it's nuts. It's nuts.
And it's all like rustic and old, but like it still works. And it's
Fucking
still,
insane.
Oh, man.
Insane.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I mean, like politics aside and like whatever.
It's a beautiful country.
Communist capitalism aside, dude, it's a beautiful country.
It's a beautiful country.
It's a beautiful country.
I wonder what skiing
and
and
the
snowboarding is
the
like out there.
nature there is fucking beautiful too. Like if you go to Circassia, like where we're from, like my family and like my people are from, dude, we have the highest mountain peak in Europe in our like land, Mount Elbrus. If you ever look it up, a photo of it,
Yeah.
it's fucking
You can ski on that?
breathtaking, dude. Yeah, you can go snowboarding. You can do the whole thing over there, bro. You could go all the way up to the top. Like you could take a tractor all the way up if you wanted to and shit. I've done it before.
You've done it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
cloudy. We couldn't see the peak, but we went up.
Yo,
like,
you got.
Dude.
I'm giving you 10 days next year. You got 10 days, and we're gonna make it happen. I'm
Dude,
so serious.
I still got I got a couple years left on my visa, so I've been trying to.
So you get it for a few years.
It depends. So I got mine in the Middle East, so like it was a bit
A little easier.
It was,
but when you're an
easier.
American, they're
It's
probably like.
because the only Russian embassy that's open here, I believe, is in DC, and it's like by appointment, and it's like when you schedule appointment, it's like fucking 2 years that you get. Like it's a waiting like dude, that's how bad it is. Like there was an embassy in New York where we used to do like when before all this shit happened. When I was a kid, we would go. That's where we would get all our shit. But now like we didn't go. Like the last time we went before the war and COVID and all that was fucking the World Cup, like 2018.
You went?
I went to one game.
Oh, that's
and,
fucking baller. Now it's gonna come to fucking fuck ass New Jersey.
Yeah, straight up, yo. It's gonna be fucking nuts.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna
over
be
here.
crazy, bro. That shit's gonna be nuts.
Dog. I mean, damn. You know,
But-
but you know that's the thing with things like if so, like designer clothes and like shows and like parties and stuff like that. Like the
Yeah.
more you can't get into it, the more people want to really go.
Of course, dude. 100%.
Only Russian embassy is in fucking DC, bro.
That's to my knowledge. I don't know. Maybe if
So essentially, you got to go to the embassy to get a visa. to
you
apply
gotta
for it.
go. Like you gotta. I think you gotta like set an appointment online, and then I guess it's you and your luck with how long it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And then you go. Like when I went overseas and did it, I had to wait those 3 months. Like I didn't. Like the minute I got it, I left like 2 days after. Like I was like, I'm leaving Dubai. Fuck this place.
You got to pay for it. Pay for the visa.
Yeah, I
How
paid.
much? How much?
It was $350.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I mean, I
Or it was $350 like and converted to like Dubai money, I guess. I forgot what the actual.
Is that the same money that they use? They use all the same coin?
No, it's the not lira. It's the UAE like not lira. It's some fucking bullshit. I hated Dubai. That's just I fucking hated it. I couldn't wait to leave, honestly.
All right, I'm done with this.
If it wasn't for like the work and the football and all that, I would have left in like within like 2 weeks.
Like a heartbeat.
It's definitely something to see. I won't knock it.
Yeah.
But fuck that.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
I'm good.
that
I don't.
place.
I don't need another Uber rich place. I already live next to another a place where another Uber rich
insane.
place. But no, that sounds like you know, to be from these places and to been seeing these places, you know, you got a lot of culture instilled with you.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it speaks a lot to your art. You know, you've seen a lot, you've learned a lot. I could tell, like, damn, you gotta know your history, bro. Like, and I'm really a history buff. Like, I completely, like, that was my best subject.
Yeah, it was
They
the only
wildin'
subject
us.
I didn't sleep in.
Yeah, because
high
it was just
school.
like, you know what, like, this is really cool because we're learning about people back then that we can't meet because we weren't there.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, whether or not anyone likes Vladimir Putin and stuff like that, or whatever the fuck is going on in wars and stuff, I still love, like I said, wherever you're from, you know, I'm still gonna like have respect for anyone's culture and
For
stuff
sure,
like that.
dude.
Like
For sure.
I'd love to go to Russia.
No, it's a fun time, dude. It's a fun
Like,
time.
that shit would be awesome.
100%. It's
You
a
know,
fun time.
do they do like when they like vodka?
yeah.
They say vodka and
Yeah,
they drink a shot and then they have another shot and they have another shot. Like,
it's crazy out there. I'm not gonna lie. But the trippiest thing for me when I was out there, I left pretty much like I came back around this time last year, like April, May.
yeah.
Dude, the last like 3 days I was there, the weather got so nice. It hit 80 degrees. I was like, this is fucking insane.
We needed this the entire
I was like,
time.
this is fucking crazy. Yo, and the women there, bro. Yo, it's like for every 10 you see on the street, like 8 of them are 7s, the minimum. It's like this is
heaven.
this is insanity, dog. It's insanity. If I was like, yo, I wish I knew Russian fluently. I was like, yo, I would have never left. I would have never left. I was like, fuck.
Nah,
dude.
my boy, when he went to Paris, shout out Bobby, he was just like, yo, like what did he say? He was like, a 4 or a 3 over here in
Yeah.
Paris is like a 10 back at home.
That's nuts.
And I'm just like,
That's crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
there's so
crazy.
many beautiful people, and we
Yeah.
get so watered down with like. I'm not gonna shit on American women. I'm not about to sit
No.
here and like we love our women. I love women. He probably loves women.
100%.
But it's just like a different you know, they have like different
They're
types
just
of-
like
they're
built different.
built
bro.
different,
Like
completely.
food is different,
From the-
water is different, air is different. dog.
different.
Just different, bro. Like it's nuts. It's nuts. Like my homie's a model and he just flew out to Italy the other day and he's like, bro, like on the fucking metro ride to their Airbnb, he was like, I saw like fucking 4 like dimes, bro. He's like, it was fucking 1 a.m. when we were on the metro. I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? He's like, the fuck?
I love it, man.
Yeah. And Italy's in crisis, bro. It's cheap as fuck to live out there.
Yeah, I mean, they have that. Apparently, because my boy Vinny told me, I sent him a video, and I was like, "Yo, get your people." Like, I'm not gonna share the video. I'm not gonna talk about what's in the video. But we don't, you know, I don't. I'm like, I'd be watching shit like that, and I'd just be paying attention. And I sent him, and he's like, "Yo, fuck North Italy," and I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know what's going on, but
It's
you know,
crazy, yo.
But bro, I'm like, I run into an Italian woman here, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying? So like, I'd like to go. I definitely want to go with my boy. You know what it is? It's my other boy's Brazilian as well.
Okay,
It's
cool.
more just like traveling with people that are from there.
Yeah.
Not because
It
like
gives you-
safety, but just more a sense of like give me the entire experience.
you get more of a real experience at that point. You're not doing all the tourist traps. And
Facts.
shit
I'm
like
not
that.
trying to do the tour. I'm not gonna try to get trapped.
Like when I was going back and forth from like here to Dubai, I had a layover in London. And when the first time I went, like when I was flying to there, I went out with like people that I knew and like we were just doing like bullshit. And then when I was leaving and I was coming back, I did my own thing and I fucking fell in love with
You had
London.
a better time.
Dude, I fell in love with London. I was like, I need to come back here. I need to. And that's a whole other different type of fucking metropolis, bro. It's crazy.
Whole different world.
It's a completely different world, bro. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. It was sick. It was so sick.
As for how like grungy gothic Russia is, what in comparison, London is a blank.
I mean, it has its old city feel. Like I was hanging out in Camden Town, so like a lot of the buildings are still like old, like brick and all that. So like you still get that old school feel. But I'm a football fan, so like my favorite team is Liverpool.
Okay.
So like I just naturally like British culture a lot. Like I've been to Liverpool a couple of times, so like I fucking love that city
Yeah.
too. Like
I mean,
I'd live there. That's to the point. That's how much I love it. Not just because I'm a fan of the club.
It's just more Liverpool.
Yeah, like the city itself and like the lore of the city, like from back in the day.
and
like,
we forget that like these teams are literally places.
literally,
Like
dude, literally.
Manchester
United.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Someone was like Birmingham or something like that.
Birmingham's an actual city.
The actual city.
like-
There was a few others because I'd be asking people because I got a lot of tourists on my job, so I'd be like, "Oh, what's your favorite?" Like they're from UK. What's your favorite soccer team and stuff like that, and they'll say like Arsenal or something like that, or like
Fuck Arsenal. I'm so happy they lost in the semifinal. Just had to put that out there.
No, I was at a spot like I went on break and I was like, you know what? I'm a double yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go get a beer. I went to go get a beer. It's like an Irish pub, but the whole pub is like Arsenal now.
Yeah.
Everyone and their grandmother, and every time the Arsenal fucks up, they're like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
it's so
Hell yeah.
It's that type of soccer vibe that like makes me like, oh yeah, that's why soccer is the best sport.
Dude, and it's even heightened in England, bro.
Oh, they
Like,
go crazy. It's like it's American football.
Yo, the city, like I've never been to a game in London, but in Liverpool, yo, the city of Liverpool shuts down.
They're like
at a certain point, like if you're driving to the stadium, it stops. The police cut it off. They're like, walk. You have to walk now. Like you got to walk like a mile and a half, depending on
Where
like
you are.
what direction you're coming into the stadium. Dude, the city literally shuts down, bro. Shuts down.
That's
And
so rough.
if it's a big game, like they're playing a big team, it's
And I know it'd be freezing
even
because you look at the
crazier, bro.
stadium and you look at the people sitting there and they're in their jackets, but every seat is taken.
Yeah, dude. The games I've gone to are in the winter, fucking pissing rain, 30 degrees,
people are
windy.
still
Yo,
sitting there,
everyone's
like-
locked in, just fucking. You're either sitting or standing, dog. Locked, yeah, pretty much. Bugging out. Yeah, even though he can't hear you, he's just like, what
What
the
are you doing?
Ah, dude. The best though is when like the last 2 times I was there, I was sitting next to randoms. Like the ticket I got was separate from like my family, so fucking The best is like I met someone like the people I was sitting next to were from Liverpool, like Scousers. Dude, the minute they'd be like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from New York or New Jersey." They would trip out, dude. They would bug the literally. They'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I'm like, "Bro," I was like, I'll fucking die for this club, dog." It's like the fucking.
You're not even from here.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, I fucking love this team."
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's funny, but yo, that shit is so cool because yo, I don't know the person at all.
Facts.
But just because we support the same team, yo, and because I was an outsider, they were like, "This guy fucking rocks. He supports Liverpool from fucking
All the way over there.
4,000 miles away, dude."
Across a sea, bro.
Literally, bro.
That's so, bro. That's
Yeah, it's tough. It was dope. And Liverpool, and they're great people.
No, but I hear that if you
Great
tell
people.
people, you're like, I'm like New York, New Jersey.
They fucking
They're like-
love you, dude. They all know Sopranos
They're like,
too.
"What's it like?"
Yo, they were
all know
they were
Sopranos?
talking about me about the Sopranos. I'm like, you know the
Yeah, you
fucking
hate
Sopranos?
Sopranos?
I was like, what the fuck? We're like the game is playing and we're talking about fucking Tony Soprano. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, dude?
Dog.
It was nuts. It was crazy.
That's how global Sopranos is.
No,
dog.
hell yeah, dude.
Like
Shout out New
Sopranos
Jersey,
is
yo.
so
Shout
fucking.
out New Jersey,
bro.
man.
Shout out New Jersey, yo. Stop playing with Jersey, yo. I'm sorry, but that show is like will always be my
Elite,
favorite
bro.
show.
Elite.
It's so like it's raw.
yeah.
Like
if
we get
that
back
shit
to it.
came out now, they would have been
They would have been
canceled.
canceled immediately.
Easily
Dude, it's so
canceled.
sad how like we fucked everything up with that stuff.
Literally.
And I'm like, you can't enjoy it. You can't enjoy like something like real dark or real grim or
Yeah,
you know, because
like
someone's
just
like
dark humor.
my
Like,
fucking feelings. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Sopranos is cracked. The fact that Liverpool people know Sopranos.
hell yeah, dude. They fuck with Mafia heavy, bro.
Dog,
They
love
fuck with
it.
Mafia.
They never got that over
Nah,
there.
never.
They got like
Fucking,
They
they
got
just
crime.
they just stab people.
they just stab people and run away. Like what the fuck?
yeah, they just got fucking
Over
they
here
just
we
got
have, like-
fucking switchblades this big, yo. Straight
Dog,
up.
that's so amazing. But so definitely seeing a soccer game over there is super.
Yeah,
fire.
yo. Probably anywhere in Europe. Like even if you go to Paris, like when you going to Paris
I'm going 23rd to the 3rd. I'm gonna see if there's a game.
of May.
June.
Nah,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
dead. Season's over.
season's
Season's
clipped. If you ever go back to Europe, though, if you go during the season, any country you go to, it's gonna be off the hook. Like I will guarantee you that. Like I've been to a game in Germany, a Liverpool game in Germany, and the German fans are just as fucking nuts, bro, nuts. Like Bayern fans are fucking retarded. Like, and Germans are just fucking, I think naturally just fucking shot out.
Shot out. I learned how to say thank you in German. It's Danke. That's the only word I know how to say in German.
Yeah.
But dog, it's fuck, bro. There's so much world out there,
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah, bro.
There's so much world, and we want to be stuck here.
Straight
Niggas
up.
buying Balenciaga for tax prices and going to shitty ass raves and stuff like that. And
Straight
listening,
up,
like
bro.
I'm just like, this is great.
Spending $600 on a Coachella
Fucking
ticket.
what? Like the Coachella shit.
As much as I'd love to go to
nah,
Coachella,
I
though,
wouldn't.
like-
I would not. I would pass hard. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm like, you know, like everyone and their grandmother wants to go experience this. You know what I'm
It
saying?
depends who's performing. If it's something like if Rage Against the Machine was to ever do Coachella again, like one time, I'm going.
I'm going.
Like I saw them their last performance at MSG, and it was something like off my bucket.
That's
list.
awesome.
I fucking love Rage.
I saw Deftones.
That's tough.
Dog, I was like right
That's-
there.
That's
I got a
tough.
picture and he's like, Gio's like right
That's
there.
tough. Oh yeah. I remember you.
Bro,
I saw
that
your
was
story.
awesome.
That's
That was.
tough.
I mean, but like things like that.
It's just bucket
You're
list
never-
shit.
you're never gonna
yeah,
get again.
because it's like you weren't alive during their prime, so it's like the fact that you get to see them like,
Still.
even though it's a money pump, I get it, but
course.
like I fucking love.
But
their
it's still, you gotta
music.
respect
Yeah,
it.
Hell
It's like,
yeah,
damn,
dude.
they
Hell
made
yeah.
crack music. You made the soundtrack for The Matrix, bro. Like,
Straight up, dude.
that's fucking awesome.
Like Rage, if I had to pick one band to go back in time, or like any artist to go back in time and listen to, it's Rage Against the Machine.
that's awesome.
I've seen videos of their mosh pits and like, I saw a video of it at what was it? Not Bowery Ball, Webster Hall
Mm-hmm.
on 14th or whatever. Dude, I saw their video from like 94 or 95 when their second album dropped.
Yeah.
Dude, it just looked like a brawl.
Dog.
Like they're just bugging out on stage, and people were just throwing hands, bro. Like I was just like, this is
This is amazing.
fucking amazing. I was like, this is what I need right now, dude. Yeah, I fucking. That's literally probably the only band I'd go back in time to watch.
I mean, I'd probably like see the Stones or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'd say the
Stones would be tough.
Stones would be tough. I think. Who else?
Jimmy would have been.
Jimmy.
Hendrix
I was
would
gonna
be
say
sick.
Jimmy first.
Jimmy would be
because
sick.
Jimmy like like made people like, what the fuck am I doing
Yeah.
with a guitar?
Yeah.
And this man was on stage with acid tabs in his headband,
Yeah.
going skits. That's awesome. I'm trying to think, who would I really see? I'd really see Bob Marley for sure.
I'd be tough.
I'd see Bob Marley for
yeah,
sure.
that'd
I'd see
actually be
Mike
tough.
back in the day. I'd see James Brown for sure, because I'm just like I'm a very, you know what I'm saying? Like I got that little funk in me, but I do love rock shows. I do love rock music. I do love indie music. Right now I'm on a huge indie bender right now, where I'm just listening to. That's all I listen to, dog.
Yeah.
I like listen to rap here and there. Of course, I stay in tune with things that are going on, but like. People could only make the same type of rap music over and over and over. again.
Everything I think is regurgitation.
Of course.
Of shit that's been made in the past
Yeah.
and whatnot. Even art, to an extent, is regurgitation of influences from the past.
Of
you know what
course,
I mean?
but I don't think we should hate it or like say we're biting off of someone else's thing.
No,
I think we
no.
should be like,
I
this is
think
my own
it's.
version
I think
of it.
yeah, it's paying homage.
You
It's
know,
paying homage to
of course.
to a style and a culture that was already there before you,
Mm.
and you're doing it justice.
By doing it again in your own
and
swag and your
and
own,
continuing
you know what
it
I'm
in your
saying?
own way, of course.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful, man. Yo, this is top tier episode, man. I always have these.
I didn't even think we were gonna do it right now.
No,
I thought we were just gonna install it.
I go
and-
right into it. Bro.
Okay.
I don't even. Go
I
into
thought
it.
I was gonna come back.
I've started doing it like that because of the simple fact that I know it like I said, it feels more raw.
Yeah,
it feels
yeah.
like
It's more
they
in the
just put
moment.
this shit up. Now we're just gonna sit here and talk about
Yeah,
it, dog.
yeah.
Because this is just it's like it just gives people like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like
real. It's
comfortability.
more
It's just
in-
real.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
about to
more
sit here
in
and
the
like,
moment.
hey guys, welcome to this new episode of KYE. I'm with Janbi. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like it's cool, but it's just like that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, it gives it more real.
I don't want to
aspect.
put on a show for people. Like you're in my living room right now listening to this talk. The camera just died, which is my phone. And damn, that's so crazy. I didn't fucking plug it in like an idiot. But you know, man, like with everything that we've talked about, I think it's so rewarding that you've lived so much. I don't know, how old are you?
23.
23?
Yeah, I graduated college in May 23.
So fucking crazy, bro.
Dude, you know it's funny. I met my homie works at a bar last night. Was working at a bar last night downtown. I met one of his friends, and she asked me. She's like, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm like, "I'm 23." She's like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Cause she's like, what the fuck?" I was like, "What?" She was like, "You look like you're like 26." It's like, yeah, I get that a lot, honestly.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, but if
Like,
I shave all this
Do you,
shit,
do you,
baby
do you
face.
turn 24?
In August.
In
yeah.
August this
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
Yo,
August
we're
this
born
year.
the same year.
Oh, word.
We're the exact same age.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's so fucking crazy.
That
bro.
is wild.
That is wild,
That
bro.
is nuts.
Oh my god.
When were you? When's your
July
birthday?
2nd.
Oh shit.
That's why I'm
okay.
going to Paris for my birthday.
Oh, that's tough.
That's
All right,
awesome.
word,
We're
word,
like
word.
a month apart.
Literally, that's nuts.
Both before 9/11, right before 9/11.
Pre 9/11.
Pre 9/11 baby, man. Everything after that is
It's just crazy.
the kids are just fried. I'm like, oh,
Literally.
they get worse and worse after
Literally.
that. But we were born in the different world before.
It's crazy, yo. I say that all the time. Like I made a piece about 9/11 like last summer, and people were asking me about it when I had it in New York, and they're like why do you have like I have it's on a canvas. It's just repeating of the like plane flying in, and then a frame photo of it exploding. And I'll show you a photo after.
Yeah,
But
we'll put it on the thing.
Someone was asking me because they lived in New York when it happened, and they moved away and they came back to New York, and they're like, oh, like what does this mean? I was like, I'm not trying to like glorify what happened that day. I mean,
course.
like we all know what happened. We've all seen videos of what
course.
happened. We know how many people died and perished and all that.
Yeah.
But I was like, this was, in my opinion, the most pivotal day in American history, and you could say to an extent human history, because the world literally changed completely 360, 180, fucking changed on its head.
Yeah.
From travel to economics, military, religion, every aspect of the world changed after 9/11.
Yeah.
And the craziest thing for me is like my parents used to tell me they would walk like my aunts and uncles to the fucking plane door back in the 90s when people would go back to the Middle
And they would
East
just go.
yeah, you'd be able to walk them to the plane door, and they would get on their plane and you would leave the airport. Now you can't even walk in Newark Airport without fucking
Going through security.
Yeah, dude. You like it's like check in and au revoir, bro. Like I'll see you in 2 weeks when I come back. Wow. It's nuts, dude. It's like yo, like you said, we were born 2 months before and a month before.
It was a different world.
You didn't experience any of that. It's like that. Everything pre 9/11 to me is fiction. That's the best way of explaining what I've been told like about life before
us.
Like when my uncles tell me about stories going to the Limelight and the Palladium and all these crazy ass clubs in downtown New York, it's like this is fiction. It's like this is not New York.
Does not exist anymore.
I love New York, but I was like your version of it. As much as I'd love it, it doesn't exist now. It's like the meatpacking district is you can't buy a building or lease a building for. Unless you're a millionaire. Back in the 90s, it was
You could fucking do it.
Dude, it was a whorehouse, bro. There was hookers on every other corner.
You could do it.
Dude, it's crazy.
It is fiction.
It's
Holy
literally
shit, it's fiction.
Literally fiction. It's fake to me.
My dad tells me stories about how he was in clubs with my mom and like Biggie was like right over here.
You will never get that.
You will never get that.
Never, bro. Never. You will never experience that in your life, bro. You won't. It'll never happen.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
It's nuts, bro. It's nuts. And it's sad that like
It is the way it is.
a day like that ruined
all that.
You know what I mean? Like or like an event like that is the reason why
Things are different.
Yeah, because it's like we didn't have no choice in being born in that type of like you know how much I would have loved to be in my 20s in 1990?
You crazy?
Dude.
Dog, that would have been
Oh,
amazing.
bro, it would be mayhem, bro.
I'd see Nirvana.
Oh my god, I would go crazy. I'd go crazy. I'd go crazy. Yeah. But like, it's just sad because it's like I feel like we get scrutinized to an extent, or like our whole life is scrutinized.
I work at a bar downtown.
Word, what bar?
All millennials, called Pet Shop.
Okay.
All millennials, and older people from past millennials and stuff like that. Yeah, every time I talk,
probably gnarly stories.
Every time I talk, they're like, oh no, you don't know nothing.
Yeah, you don't know dick about dick.
No, you don't know. You don't know shit about shit, bro. They're like, you know, fucking nothing about the world, bro. Because they got to see all that stuff, man. It's just like, because, I think we could sit here and be upset about it, and I'd like to sit and like relish and like learn about the past and learn about the 90s and 80s and stuff like that and all that shit that was super cool.
Yeah.
But I also, at the same time, even though we're in this like hyper technology era, hyper internet era where we have to make fucking reels and TikToks,
yeah,
I think it's up to the real and the rawest form of us to be those people that become the tastemakers for maybe the next and maybe right now.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So I think that stands. I think that is like, you know, we could sit there and like really, because like we're aligned on a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have known if we didn't have this fucking conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we're aligned on a lot of things, but I think, you know, still having that work ethic that people back then had, and, you know, to get after art and to still be creative, even though
100%.
the times are whatever they are, like people were still making art when people were going to war and being sent overseas for dumbass shit. Like the Vietnam War is a fucking stupid dumbass war that didn't need to happen.
Did not need to happen.
Just sending people to go die on the front lines, and then
literally.
we lost at the end of it, and North Vietnam took it. But you know what? But like it's things like that. Like no matter how crazy the times are, people are still gonna create and still gonna make things.
100%.
And I think it really is up to us. You know what I'm saying? Not to us personally, just like there's plenty of people, but just being part of the creative world and just doing things that matter.
100%.
We got to do it.
Because I think as a creative, if you're not like, I'm not saying everyone should like be political or like make political art, but like if you're not aware of the world around you and what you're trying to like put into the world, regardless of what type of medium or media it may be, you like, it's like the blind leading the blind, because no one's gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And the world isn't gonna be nice about it when you realize it. You know what I mean? So it's like, people are better off like going into what they want to do with like fucking knowledge of what they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of the world they're entering, not just regardless of their political.
Not just around their surroundings.
Yeah, like you like you need to, because everything, like you said, the height in technology, everything is like this now.
Yeah.
everything is with coincides within the next thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could order something from fucking God knows where, and it could show up at your door.
Yeah.
People couldn't do that
It's
2 seconds ago.
Exactly. So like, you're doing yourself an injustice if you're not getting yourself knowledgeable on the world, because, dude, you need to at this day and age.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're just like
Kinda just
another
flowing.
lamb for slaughter.
Yeah.
As like, not to be as brutal about it, but you know what I mean.
I think the
Like,
biggest thing I would say for people that grew up in a certain town or a certain, like, maybe not even rural area, just where you're from, is move out of that town.
yeah,
The
yeah.
best thing you can do
That's-
for yourself to learn more about the world, move somewhere else.
That's what I've been trying to fucking do.
Move
Like,
somewhere
that's my goal. Like, this next year is to like try and get a studio somewhere.
Dog,
I'm shooting for like Newark.
Move out here.
I want
And
to
if
do it.
honestly, look, I'm gonna say something crazy, but if you're still looking for a crib around March, April, March next year, I'm probably gonna be done with this apartment by then.
Shit,
And it makes it a lot easier when there's a roommate. Because honestly, I think about it all the time. I pay $1,700 for this apartment
It's not bad, honestly,
by myself,
though.
and it's not bad.
Yeah,
Although I know I could be spending more time
course.
existing,
Of course.
and living than just trying to get my bills paid and trying to like hustle and just make it work for myself. So
no, I get it.
I know that's like a wild offshore invitation.
I mean, shit.
you feel
If I
me?
don't find anything by then, if it's open, fuck it, I'll do it. Why not?
Because listen, man, like I know it's fucking hard for people to
Yeah.
do things nowadays, but God willing, things get better. But moving out of where you're from is one of the greatest things for people.
No, yeah, that's definitely like my next goal. Cause like I tasted a little bit of that when I went overseas.
Yeah.
And like especially when I was in Moscow, cause they were letting me sleep in like the studio and the gallery and
Yeah.
stuff. So like I was on my own a lot. So like having that like freedom of going to and from and working when I want and getting shit done was like, yeah, I need to.
It's so refreshing.
I was like, I need a fucking
as
studio
a guy,
back home.
it's like one of the most fulfilling
dude,
things.
because like I make work in my garage and like my parents are home and all that, and like, dude, I can only like spray paint so much before my dad's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, or like I can only like burn shit so much in my garage before like it starts stinking up like the house inside. You know what I mean? So like, if I have my own space doing stuff, like big enough space to be able to do that, dude, I'm jumping on it.
I know a guy. I know
in a fucking
I know. I have a
heartbeat.
friend that rented out like a studio space and he just lives in there. And
That's
then makes
exactly
his
what
shit.
I'm gonna do. Literally,
Nice watch. That's awesome watch.
my sister got it.
You got
for me.
class, yo. You got class. Like
I'm not even a big watch guy, but my sister got me this. I was like, I can get behind.
I got a
this.
Jeff Hardy. I mean, not Jeff Hardy. Damn, Ed Hardy one. But like, I just don't put it on because like I got tats. I don't need to fucking do any of that.
I want to get tats, but my parents would kick me out. My dad would probably skin me a lot.
That's why you gotta move out.
That's
That's why I've been outside since 18, bro. Like this is bullshit I had got when
Yeah, dude.
I was 19, bro.
Literally.
But yeah, man. Listen, just give the people some whatever knowledge you have for them, or just like some off just advice of any
Shit.
sort. I tell people this all the time. End of episode. It doesn't have to be grand, but you could be grand if you want to make it grand. This shit is so cool.
Do what you want to do and don't give a fuck what other people say, because at the end of the day, we're all the same in the end.
Yeah,
That's it.
beautiful, man.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Janbi, this was
It
fucking.
was a pleasure,
This
bro.
was a fucking
For real.
amazing.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much for watching this beautiful episode. I don't know when this is coming out. Probably coming out Monday, but new episode Monday, like I always say. I love you guys a lot. Glory to God. Have a blessed rest of your day. Keep being great. XYZ, XYZ,
It
XYZ.
wasn't true.
I'll talk to you. I don't know what you just said.
That's bi and Circasian.
That's biased. How do you say kill your ego in Circasian?
Ah, dude.
Dude.
I don't even think there's a word for ego in Circasian, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know.
No, can we look it up real quick?
There's not even.
There's not a
You
circa-
can't even translate Circasian on Google.
How do you spell
Translate.
Circasian?
Here, C-I
C-I? C-I.
C-I-R-C-A-S-S
S-S?
I-A-N right there.
Circasian.
Like that's our flag, that green flag right there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I doubt you're gonna.
Want
Dude,
bet?
what?
You want bet?
What?
Bro, I'm an internet boy, yo.
This is fucking crazy. I didn't even know this.
East
is,
or west?
West.
West?
Yeah.
Type to translate. Do you even know how to say that?
No. Is there like a way you could like
Hear
no.
it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
To be honest with you, I can't read it, so
That's
I
crazy.
can only speak it. Okay, that makes more sense.
Can you read that?
No, I can't read
Okay,
that.
so here-
That's probably Russian, to be honest with you.
All right, we'll give this a shot then. Okay, that's insane. Okay, Russian translator. We're just gonna go for this one right here. We're gonna switch these. This is so funny. We're doing this. This is a great way to end the episode. Detect language? Fuck it. We're just gonna go for it. Can you read that? Yo, this language is insane.
Hold on. No, I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I wish I could make some shit up, but I can't even. No, that's Russian. That's not even Circassian. Yeah, it's Russian. Yeah, the Circassian language and the Russian language, like writing it is very similar.
Yeah, it's
but like when you speak it, it's light years apart,
apart.
like completely different.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Kill your ego in Russian. Just pretend I said that. I love you guys very much. Thank you very much for watching.
Alright.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was tough, dude. Like I said, I didn't even think we were gonna do it like
Dog.
off rip.
I always just do it.